Receive our friendly greetings wherever you currently reside in the world, and welcome to this information platform dedicated to immigration to Canada. We would like to remind you that all information communicated on this board has been taken from the official platform of the Federal Government of Canada, i.e. Immigration, Refugees and Citizenship Canada, IRCC. We don't invent anything. We echo the publication of the Federal Government of Canada. We respond to the identity of Abraham Amekotu, and we are the director of the company called Canada Sans Frontière, abbreviated as CCSF. In the course of this episode, we will describe the work environment in Canada. We recommend that you go to the end of the communication before contacting us. The company called Canada Sans Frontière, abbreviated as CCSF, is a company registered in the Trade and Credit Register of Togo, whose identification are displayed on the screen. We specialize in immigration to Canada, either to study, work, create a business, or just for a tourist visit. At the beginning, we inform you. Thereafter, we prepare you. And finally, we assist you at the beginning of the administrative procedure of immigration until the installation of the sole of your feet on Canadian soil. We do not give you the Canada visa. Only the federal government of Canada validates and issues visa to immigrate to Canada through its embassies around the world. We are business and we are not helping. We offer paid services which must be mandatory purchased on our company's platform, cabinetcsf.com, by Visa card or mobile money or by bank transfer. If you choose the mobile money purchase mode, you have the following options. Living in Benin, you can use MTN mobile money or Move Flows. In Togo, T-Money or Move Flows. In Cote d'Ivoire, through MTN mobile money or Orange Money. Living in Senegal, either by Orange Money or by Free Money. In Mali, by Orange Money, and in Niger by ETI Money. We have only one and only physical office in Togo, capital Lomé, Wanyomé Street, Immeuble Estade, opposite Pharmacie Bonté on the road to Segbe. You can also search our address on Google Maps. If you choose us for our competent, transparent, and reliable services, we can serve you wherever you currently reside in the world. There's no border limit to the offer of our services. First of all, you should know that any job in Canada brings abundance, and is this type of work in which you feel naturally comfortable, since your natural qualities correspond to it point by point. It's also the kind of job in which you don't watch the watch hand turn and watch home, and it allows you to work overtime without damaging your health through stress, frustration, etc. To give you an exact definition of overtime, note that in Canada, full-time work is 30 hours per week, while part-time work is 15 hours per week. Thus, any hour of work, depending on your employment contract, going beyond the limits of working hours set by Canadian legislation is considered overtime. Rest assured, this counts towards your salary reward. And we tell you again that only work in which you feel naturally comfortable will benefit you for overtime in long term, taking into account your state of health. Oh man, know yourself? Do you know the work corresponding to your natural qualities? If not, have your profile assessed by the CCSF to find it out. And remember, it's this type of work that will benefit your health in the long run. Let's work and earn money, but let's win wisely in the long term to better enjoy it. It's quite true that there is a shortage of human capital, of labor, in almost all sectors of activities. However, the sectors where the need is most pronounced are the education, health, technology, and construction sectors. In doing so, The jobs with an excellent prospect are those belonging to these aforementioned sectors. It's also important to note that there is a regulation of profession and trade in Canada. Thus, of the 500 profession and trade of the National Occupational Classification NOC 2016 version, which will be obsolete and replaced by NOC 2021 version from November 16, 2022, 137 require a university education, 211 require college or professional training or an apprenticeship program in the Canadian education system. 121 require secondary education or training specific to the profession, and for 31, the training takes place while you are employed. And of all the skill levels raised, 159 professions are regulated, of which 102 require an exclusive right and authorization before practicing, as for example, the order of physicians, order of lawyers, order of surveyors, order of nurses, etc. 44 trades are red seal trades. This means that provincial and territorial certificates of completion must be validated at the federal level, and this is done after passing a national exam in Canada. And finally, 85 professions and trades hold mutual recognition agreements, MRAs. This is why you have not been successful since you apply for jobs in Canada by following other standards and paths than those defined by the federal government of Canada through its Immigration, Refugees and Citizenship Canada IRCC platform. Now, let's see how to find a job in Canada. The only way to achieve your goal of finding a job in Canada is to simply follow IRCC's instructions, which state that you must first comply with Canadian standards and rules. Dear ones, let us not put the cart before the horse. It won't go that way. You agree with us that before complying with Canadian standards and rules, you must first have all the information concerning your profile, and only on this basis will you know how to comply. Refuse to follow this instruction from the IRCC out of haste, and you will surely be scammed, extorted from money, only to arrive at regrets. Immigrating to Canada is not rocket science. We may be able to evoke a very small percentage of chance, but it all boils down to following the instructions set by the IRCC, just like 2 + 2 = 4. And in doing so, your project to immigrate to Canada will be a success. Choose our company, Canada Sans Frontière, for its competent, transparent and reliable services. Do us the favor to serve you by giving us the opportunity. If you choose us, the first stage of procedures will be the stage of authentic and up-to-date information concerning your profile. And to have access to it, you must mandatory purchase our subscription service on our company's platform, cabinetcsf.com. And we can serve you wherever you currently reside in the world. There is no border limit to the offer of our services. In addition, know that this time is the best one to immigrate to Canada, either to study, work, visit or create a business. Looking forward to seeing you in our next episode. Keep in touch through this information channel, and above all, remember to grant us the favor to serve you by giving us the opportunity. Canada Sans Frontière, immigrate to Canada with confidence.